So, if you just needed a reminder that you do not, in the end, matter to the government, here's a nice little story to remind you. So, an armed suspect that allegedly robbed a Walmart barricaded himself in these people's apartments. So, what did the police do? Well, you can see from the picture here, it looks like they turned the place inside and out. They destroyed the walls, took property and threw them out the windows, fired gas canisters in the apartment, thrashed possessions around in the apartment, apparently along with the chunks of drywall and insulation that were also completely destroyed. Essentially, they destroyed this private domicile. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, the city apparently offered them just $5,000. The family that resided in this now destroyed apartment sued for far more money as they destroyed far more than $5,000 worth of property. About $400,000 worth of damage. So that makes sense to me. But what does the government tell this family? Well, they say, deal with it. We're not paying you even though we were the ones who outright destroyed your property. Tough luck. Now, this is beyond absurd. And what were some of the arguments used by the court? Well, they said they were acting within their police power when it damaged the house, which the court said doesn't qualify as, quote, taking under the Fifth Amendment. All right, this shows basically an unbelievable lack of ability to think rationally on the part of this court. Let's assume they're right, that the police didn't take anything. Okay, I'm willing to concede that. They didn't take anything, but they destroyed nearly everything. The end result is the same, so their argument is moot. After all, what's the problem with taking or stealing something? The problem is that you deprive the owner of its use. Now, what's the problem with destroying something that isn't yours? The problem is that you deprive the owner of its use. So it's just so unbelievably blatant how the government rather pitifully plays these word games to essentially screw over an innocent family whose life they reduced to rubble. They also stated that because this property was destroyed while police were attempting to enforce the law rather than under eminent domain, they didn't need to pay. I'm not clear as to why that makes a difference. Whether it's eminent domain or enforcing laws, both of those are instances in which the government believes this intrusion must be done for the good of society, whether they're right or wrong. More often than not, they're wrong. But the point is that there is no real substantial difference. This is, again, simply a thinly veiled excuse to destroy someone's property, leave a family in financial ruin, and then tell them just to deal with it. And the police apparently defend their actions by saying their main purpose is to get the individual out unharmed, to make sure their team and everyone else around, including the community, goes unharmed. Okay, fine, but that's not really the big issue here. Of course, it seems like you all went insane and trashed the place, but that being said, the real issue is that you did this and the government decides to not pay the family for its losses caused directly by you. It's a disgusting difference between the lowly serf of a citizen and the near almighty power and immunity of the state. Very sickening. So, like, subscribe, share this video and or channel, and take it easy.